Let me ask you a question. Do you know someone who is a gamer? Do you know someone who sits all day playing video games? That person would rather be at home playing a video game rather than being out with friends. Or maybe this is you. Well, do you think you're lazy? Well, it is normal that the society may think that gamers are lazy. Well, he will tell you exactly that he is the opposite. And well, this is somewhat true because although he is just sitting down all day, but he is still putting work into that game. He's still enhancing his in-game abilities and becoming the best in-game version of himself. But it's still not to say that there isn't a hard truth of excessive gaming. Sometimes it's hard to portray those abilities into real life, and ultimately this is when laziness comes in. Well, in today's video we're going to be looking at how gaming can make you lazy. Firstly, I am not a therapist by any means. This is not medical advice. So if you are someone who is concerned about your health, or if you are having troubles approaching this real world, please go ahead and see a professional therapist. Number 1. Post-game disorder. Have you ever felt that sense of emptiness after playing a long journey game? You feel like sometimes there's nothing to do in life anymore. Well, you can call this post-game depression or book hanger, as Claire Barnett's from Book Riot explained. Like, you can't stop thinking about the functional world that has run out of pages. Well, it's because our mind, our imagination is still playing within the game. It's going down through memory lane and looking at the hardships, the tribulation, the missions that you all had to overcome at one point. Well, ultimately, it's the in-game experience that we do not want to let go. And when this happens, we can very easily get back into the game. Number 2. Social isolation. The social self-identity, portion of individual self-concept that's derived from the surroundings of its social group. There is a saying that you are the product of the 5 closest people you hang out with. Well, if your closest friends are your online friends that you enjoy playing video games together, well, you create a self-persona both in the game and out of the game, because you are the character. You are the character you create or later become, and over time you are just simply building upon it. So it's very important to know our social group, especially your online friends. Number 3. Existential dread. Existential anxiety may happen when high-end gamers become too obsessed with gaming. While many studies shows that gamers are in fact smarter than average when it comes to problem solving, but what seems to happen is that they have troubles translating their in-game competence into real life, and that goes to tracing their dreams, their desires and goals, and ultimately they end up facing an uncomfortable feeling of anxiety, and that by definition is being upset or nervous about your place and plans in life and in the future. So coming towards an end of this video, I know we are all victims of playing too much video games, but it's very important to know the different types of way that games can make you lazy. If you are someone who is experiencing these types of problems, please go and see a professional therapist. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, for I'll be posting more videos on these, the psychology within gaming.